While I'm waiting for my phone to warm up, let me talk about... Okay, I finished reading a book. I finished reading Glass Hotel, and I have kind of thoughts then. And then I sort of sit down a little bit later, and I kind of compile those thoughts together. And it's interesting how that shifts your point of view. It can shift your point of view. There's some ways that the Glass Hotel has definitely come up in my estimation, and I'm starting to see more and more connections, more and more stuff that the novelist was doing. There's other ways I'm sort of like, oh, like, how well did the character of Paul, Vincent's brother, work in this novel? Was he more of a plot device than he was a character on his own? He was more the connective tissue within the novel. But it's like it's a part of what I find is like one of the joys of BookTube is getting to think about a novel afterwards, having this structure where it's like, okay, I've read it, I've had feelings, I've had thoughts during, I record those thoughts during, but now it's like, okay, I've got the totality and I've still got it in my head, and it's like it's sifting through, and now I'm kind of pulling out points that I want to talk about and thinking about those points and reconsidering. And in this one, I kind of went back and went through the chapters and went like, oh, how does the structure of this novel work? And just being really impressed by that. More reflections on The Great Gatsby in relation to this book, and the same sort of thing of like, these are terrible people. These are terrible, damaged people, but also Mandel, Saint John Mandel does such a beautiful. Her language is so beautiful, and she kind of Vincent is such kind of an elegant and kind of withdrawn and kind of a certain kind of a state of person that you can kind of forget that it's like this is a woman who hooked up with a guy who ruined thousands and thousands of people's lives, is a monster, and she was quite happy being that monster's pretend wife for so long. And it's like, just how hollow and damaged and despicable she was. She said, at the end, she says she's a thief. But yeah, it's just like, it's like, this isn't a review. This is just me kind of like doing that discovery stuff afterwards. And it's like, I find it's like really important to do that afterwards, is to do that discovery, to discover a novel afterwards. Like, what did I really think? And to kind of formulate and to kind of it to come together is a part of the fun of a novel for me now, which is why I'm addicted to doing reviews on BookTube. All right, more videos later.